Okay, here are 3 life-saving tips for copying and looping your animation data for at least a character ball. This is how you use the same animation data in the same location but with different frames. Okay, so I want this section here to loop again at frame 535. So let's get started. Copy the entire area in the graph editor and paste on the frame that you want looped. Should look something like this. Now to not have the ball go through the camera like this, you want to take these points and make them flatline. So let's take this bottom point for the G, do a GY, raise it up till it's flatlined. Let's zoom in here, take this top point for the blue, GY, raise down. Here I need to take both of these points for my Y and do GZ and bring them down until they are flatlined like so. Whatever the technical term is for it. But now, if I go over here and zoom out some, let's go ahead and play it from here. It's going to do its thing. Going to jump back. And it's going to stay there still. And it's going to pop back right around here. Now with these, I forgot to do the squash controls for some reason, the top controls, so we're just going to copy. Going over to frame 535 and hit paste, and then do the same thing again, bring that up. And now when I loop, it will have the squash control in it as well with the top control for your second loop. Okay, this is how you use the same animation data in a new location with the same ball rig. So you want to have your action editor up as well this time. Make sure this is unchecked. I'm going to copy this whole section here for the second layer. And I'm going to paste it, I guess, about there. Go ahead and just select your body control. And this is where it gets tricky for the same rig, because if you're using the same rig, then you have to move your body control points to the area of where you want them. First thing, you want to make sure that your auto key is on, so that way when you make these changes, then it will actually work, you know. So make sure your auto key is on before you start manhandling your keyframes. So you know, something like that. So it's gonna go back to the last keyframe, so you'll have to push that last keyframe as well behind there. But then once you get back to this, then it's gonna kind of work for you. But you will have to do that with every one of your body keyframes in your new area if you plan on using the same rig. I would roughly eyeball your body keyframes for your new location first, and then clean up with your motion paths later if you have to use the same rig. And then do the same trick as before to not have your character ball flying off the screen like that. Okay, tip number 3, copy the same animation data to a different ball rig with the same or different frames. This is what I should have done. I should have just linked in like another 4 character balls and done the animation data this way to make the loop more complete, but I did it one of the other ways. So this is the way I should have done it, but we are now gonna do it right this time for this tutorial so I can do it right in the future. So let's just go ahead and go over to File, link in a new rig. Here's my animation bootcamp file where my character rigs for the bootcamp are. Here's the multiball. Go to the collection, title multiball, link this in. And then I go to Object, Library, Override, Make, and then I'll have my multiball. I am going to choose a different ball type, like a soccer for this example, and I'm going to go back to the first layer. Okay, so this is where it'll be handy to name your action for your first ball action. So this is my multi-ball rig first layer action. And now if I go over here, I can now choose multi-ball rig layer first action. And now because I want it to be different, I can hit this 2, and now it's its own action. And now if I go over to wherever the heck it went, in which I guess it went to the same ball type because that one was animated for whatever reason. So let me go to clear the keyframe, change it back to like a soccer ball, and now because I moved the root, it now has the same animation data working lovely, and I can change whatever I want with that data on the new rig. That's what I should have done to make the loop before rather than all the other voodoo stuff messing around with. And then if you want to get real fancy with it, you can grab everything and like move it way down here because it is its own action, and then play it way back here as well. Now, something went wrong with the first root moving that, so that's why it's slightly off. But as you can see, all the keyframes are in a different spot, like way off in the animation, even though it's using the same animation data from the very beginning over here. And then that soccer ball is with the first animation data used. So that's gonna be a handy trick for me to remember in the future, for sure. And then just to remember to move the root bone and not mess anything with the body. But if I just move the root bone out of the way after copying that data over, then I should be good to go with that. Not too sure about how this is going to work with the full character. I really haven't messed around with the characters yet, but I assume it would work the same way. But as far as the bouncy ball goes, it works perfectly. I do believe though your bone names need to be the same as that your bone names need to be titled the same, as that is what Blender reads to share the animation data. I think so, anyways. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong about that, and if I'm wrong about anything else in this video. But hopefully it helped out some of you and future me out a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.